Have you ever finished a conversation about, I don't know, the weather and felt completely drained? Like you just ran a mental marathon? Well, today, we're diving into the intellectual burden of small talk and figuring out why that casual chit-chat can feel like such a heavy lift.
Seriously, think about it. You're there, you're nodding along, you're talking about traffic or what you did over the weekend, but inside, your brain is just screaming for something more. Does that feeling of just going through the motions sound familiar at all?
If you're not in your head right now, listen up. You are definitely not alone. And the best part? It doesn't mean you're antisocial or awkward. Nope, it actually points to something really fascinating about how your brain is wired. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
All right, so let's dive right into the small talk struggle itself. What is it about these seemingly harmless little chats that can make them feel like a genuine chore?
Well, a lot of the time, it comes down to this unfulfilling loop. You know the topics, the weather, weekend plans, traffic. It's all so incredibly scripted. Because there's no new information, there's no real exchange, our brains are basically just running a pre-written program. And for an active mind, that is just profoundly boring.
But here's the big idea. What if this feeling isn't a social flaw at all? What if it's actually a cognitive feature? This is where it gets really, really interesting because for some of us, our minds are just built to crave something deeper.
I mean, just look at the difference here. Small talk, it's low data, it's repetitive. It's basically just a social lubricant designed to be easy and frictionless. But a deep conversation? Oh, that's high data. It's new, it's complex. And for a certain type of mind, it isn't draining at all. It's cognitive fuel. It's what actually gets the engine running.
This metaphor just nails it perfectly, doesn't it? Your mind is a high-performance engine built for the open highway of deep thought, but small talk forces it into that frustrating stop-and-go city traffic. You want to go fast, but you're just stuck in first gear. So what is actually happening inside your brain on a psychological level? Turns out there's a real scientific term for this cognitive style, and honestly, it explains everything. And that term is need for cognition. It's a personality trait for people who genuinely enjoy and even seek out effortful, complex thinking. You don't just put up with a deep dive, you get excited about it. You're the kind of person who loves to just chew on a complex problem for the fun of it. So if you have a high need for cognition, you're not satisfied with just knowing what something is. Your brain is always, almost automatically asking why and how. You're constantly looking for the deeper patterns and connections in, well, pretty much everything. And that's really the heart of it all. Your brain is wired to be this incredible pattern-finding machine. It thrives on that aha moment of solving a new puzzle. But small talk? By its very design, it's predictable. It offers zero new patterns, no deep connections, basically nothing for your mind to really sink its teeth into. It's like feeding a gourmet a plain cracker and expecting them to be satisfied. Okay, so let's totally reframe this whole experience. What if the struggle isn't a weakness? What if it's actually a sign of a highly active, engaged, and powerful intellect? You know, the ancient philosopher Plutarch absolutely captured this idea. He said, "The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled." Think about that. Small talk just fills the vessel with stuff. But a mind with a high need for cognition, it's looking for a spark. It wants a conversation that kindles a fire. So yeah, small talk is filler. It serves a purpose as a social placeholder, but it doesn't ignite anything. If you're an intellectually driven person, you're not just trying to pass the time. You're on a constant search for the fuel, for that genuine curiosity and deep connection. You're seeking the flame. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, really. It's time to stop thinking of this as some kind of social flaw and start embracing it for what it is, your unique cognitive style. And if you remember one thing from this, let it be this. You are not antisocial. You are anti-superficial. You absolutely crave connection, but it has to be a connection with substance. Just understanding that one simple distinction can completely change how you see yourself and how you approach social situations. So here are your next steps. First, just recognize that this need for depth isn't weird. It's just how you're wired. Second, validate it. Instead of feeling bad about it, own it as a cognitive strength. And finally, go seek it out. Actively find the people and the conversations that truly light up your mind. And I'll leave you with this to think about.
That really interesting, complex, maybe even slightly vulnerable conversation you've been wanting to have, the one that goes way beyond the weather, maybe now is the perfect time to start it.